Hey, I'm Sam Famous and we're live. And if you're watching this later, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and that way you won't miss the next live. We're here at the old, man, what is this? Jacqueline Cochran Airport? Out in California, gonna head down the old Tucson International. Got the A2A simulations, Hopper Comanche 250. Sitting here, warming up. Got it nice and warm. Filled it up full of fuel right here. Oh man, stupid mouse. Filled it up, got a good deal. Did you look at that price, man? It was we saving some money here at the old Phillips 66 Thermal Aviation out here in old California. We appreciate that. I think that's where we're at. Are we in California? You know, I don't ever know. I think that's where this airport's at. Let me double check. Let me look. Hey, yeah, Riverside. Thermal, California. Man, that's where to get the. You can go to the Coachella, huh? Oh, okay, cool. We'll go ahead and taxi on out to the runway. We got a strobe light on. So this is the airport we got on the old flightsim.to. It's a freeware airport. Both airports we're going today are freeware airports. And this one looks pretty good. I might have to come back and do like a walking tour. I think I will do a walking tour coming up. Kind of check out the place more in depth, you know? Get my seat adjusted here. Somewhere around there is probably okay for now. Yeah, not a bad looking spot, man. We're gonna fly down to Tucson, which is another airport we got on the old flightsim.to. Oh, check out that. That's cool. All kinds of different planes here. We'll go to the outside view here. Kind of see what we got going on. Take a little cruise of the neighborhood before we get out of here, you know what I mean? Why not? Check our flaps. All fully functional, looking good. Just cruising down, taking a look at the old airport before we get out of here. Looking good. Man, it's crazy what they can do with this freeware stuff. We do have live weather on, live players, so you never know. If you see any planes land or take off or flying around, that is other people or people walking around. Sure there's no traffic before we continue our little, I guess you'd say, driving tour, taxi tour. Let's go up this way. Check out the rest of the airport before we take off, head to Tucson. Desert jet, nice. It's a big jets over here. That's a big money, huh? He said big money. Let's just roll through here and take a little gander while we're here before we take off. See what this place is all about. Nice looking spot. Man, it looks like it looks like you're really here. Mountains in the background. Make sure I got no planes in front of me I'm going to run into. Pretty cool looking airport. All right, it's time to head over to Tucson. He said Tucson. I don't know why I said it that way, but I said it that way. Let's roll by this spot, take a look, see what this looks like. Don't mind us, we just cruising through before we head out to Tucson, checking out the airport, man. Never been here. Take a tour. Don't mind us. Like it's a pretty busy day at the airport. All right, We'll go up here and look to the left. That'll conclude our tour. Our taxi tour. Get ready to take off. Have a good flight. What they got back here? Oh man, this is a big place. They got all kinds of stuff. Storage parking. Nice. Alright. Well, it's time to hit the Tucson. Turn this bird. Looking good. All right, we've been cleared. He said we've been cleared. Man, what a bright and beautiful day for flying. Alright, we're going to roll out here to the runway, hold short for a minute, check traffic, make sure everything's looking good. Brakes on. That's a view right there. I tell you what. He said I tell you what. Oh, man. Well, we have been cleared for departure. We're just making sure, checking traffic. Let's make sure we got nothing inbound. Don't want to get in anybody's way. Let me get back up here to where we are. Looks like it's just us here as of right now, so that's good. Shouldn't get in anybody's way. One just last soak it in look here of the old Jacqueline Cochran. Next stop, Tucson. Close this guy up. Okay. Flaps. Take off. Lights. They're coming off. Let's roll out. Let's get out of here. Airspeed is alive. We're up. Gear coming up. Flaps up. Easy. Climb power set. Outside view. See you later. Good. Make our turn over the track here. Man, isn't that nice? There's our airport we just took off from. See you later. Man, that's so cool. You can get that for free on flightsim.to. That's so awesome. I can't wait to see what the Tucson looks like. Alright, let's make a turn, get on course, and get out of here. What an awesome flight. Just awesome already. Just the bright sunshiny day, the sounds of the plane, how good the airport looked. Got the beautiful wifey with hello. How's it going, beautiful wifey? Helen says, woof woof. And Sim, how are you? Doing good. Just took off from the old airport, Jacqueline Cochran Airport. Headed to Tucson. Up to 5,500 feet. cruise about 5,500 feet. I don't know. Maybe we'll go up to 85. We'll see. But I'm doing good, honey bunny. How are you? Making our way on up. Looking good. I mean, I was really impressed with these free airports. Really added a lot of realism to taking off while ago. Let's get up to cruising altitude, get our autopilot set. Cool that you can move this pad around. Altitude. Just a trim. My coffee says RPM 2100 MT20 MP 22 to 23 at altitude and mix. All right, we cruising, Mr. Mike. The beautiful wifey says, on my way to Home Depot. headed over to Tucson. Let's see, we've got I'm putting the mixture in and I'm watching my speed go up. I'm like, that's so cool. We're about 6,500 feet. What altitude would you cruise over here? Man, this plane doesn't have any of the fairings or none of that stuff in it. I took them all out. It is loud in here. Put on the noise cancel and that'll help a little bit. I thought I'd try it out. It is windy. I like it. I will have to go feed the dogs in a minute if my son doesn't do it. I haven't seen him come out yet, so I might have to go feed the dogs here in a minute. Helen says, the left side of my chest still hurts. Oh man. Maybe you just come home today. Maybe it might be time to go visit the doctor. I hope I'm saying this right. Kanban says, where are we flying? We left out of Jacqueline Cochran Airport in Thermal, California. We're headed over to Tucson International Airport today. Checking out 2 FlightSim.to airports. And flying the Comanche over there. Appear to be kind of scenic. Check out the sights. Fly this bird. The airport was pretty cool. Did sort of a little taxi, how you say, kind of checking it out, just doing a little taxi around the airport. And tonight, if I end up doing some American Truck Simulator, I've got a Kenworth day cab stretch frame with some red flames. Man. Take you to the outside. I mean, it is a bright day out here. Kanban says looks almost like a Bonanza. You should see it with the tip tanks really change it up. Mike Coffee says 6 days on the road and I'm coming home tonight. Right? Well, that's what we got. If we be trucking tonight, man, we're gonna have that stretch frame KW just blah blah blah. But right now we flying though, just cruising up here. This thing sounds like an old Porsche going through the air. Whoa. I'm thinking we're gonna run at Landway. Stupid. God. I'm expecting to land at runway 4. Oh man. Hope I saw a dog running. That might be my son, maybe up. Did you guys do any trucking or flying today? What was happening? When this is flashing, what does that mean? Because I'm not a pilot, I don't know, but I'd like to know, because I figured that might come in handy. And I'll probably forget, and then the next time I'm live with the plane, I'll be like, hey, what's that? Hit the white button, don't worry about it. I like your style. Next stop, Tucson. I just love the visor. It shakes, man. I know I could put it up and it wouldn't do it, but I just dig about it. I'm just like pretending like it's got a weak spring and it won't stay up. It just keeps coming back down. Just keeps getting in my way. Oh, I see dogs running. I don't know if that means someone's up or what. Alright, chat, let me go check and see. Oh, nope. Alright. Let me go check and see if the dogs are going to be fed. If I got to do it, I'll be right back. We'll leave Mike in charge, but don't touch none. Oh, Helen says Christian is going to feed the dogs. Cool. Let me go take care of that, and I'll be right back. Alright, chat, I'm back, and I dropped the headphones, so that was fun. Multi-talented over here today. About an hour and a half out of Tucson. Might hear the dogs barking, because that's what they do, they get excited. I bet my neighbors hate me. Well, we're making pretty good time though, so that's good. That's good. What does it mean when it flashes that? I'm just gonna hit that white button and not worry about it. We got failures on. So you never know, right? Wow, what a view, man. About right there, I think it's where I like. I take this plane out, I feel like I'm taking out the old 57 Chevrolet. Well, if I had one, you know what I mean? Like the old classic car, just going for a cruise, man. Mike says, what kind of dogs you have? Always wanted a big old hound dog. Bark once a day and say that's about right. That's about right. We have 4 Chihuahuas. Two boys, 2 girls. Mike says 4 of them make 1 dog. That's about right. That checks out. He said that checks out. Mike says, I think they're cool, don't eat much. Yeah, they're pretty good about that. And they're, you know, they're pretty good guard dogs. I mean, they're pretty much quiet unless it's time to eat. They get excited, they bark, or if somebody's walking around the house. Other than that, they're pretty well quiet. They just sleep most of the time. I thought about doing this flight in the Vision Jet. It's only an hour in the Vision Jet, and it's about an hour 45 in this one. But I thought, man, this one just seems more funner. The most funnest today. I'm going to be attempting a dangerous flight. It's where you take the CJ4 and you fly from Hawaii to California, and if you get the right winds, you can get up to 45,000 feet. You should be able to make it. But you can't make it from California to Hawaii because of the headwinds. But from Hawaii to California, it may be possible. So I'm thinking about trying that. But I gotta figure out how to figure out when I'm going to do that. Well, we're cruising right along. Hope the beautiful wifey has a quick night at the old Home Depot. Flaps down. He said flaps down. Smoke him if you got him. Mike Coffee said, Australia and the Black Square Caravan update today. Ooh, nice. I've got a livery picked out for the A2A Aerostar. We'll take that guy over to the Australia next time I check it out. I don't have the Black Square Caravan. I would like to have that. I think that'd be a fun addition. But I don't have I don't have the extra funds yet. I want to get a good, like private jet, something bigger than the, what's that one I've been flying called? Vision Jet. I want to get something bigger than the Vision Jet. But, you know, like you could do like from Hawaii to California to Hawaii hops. You know. Beezer OG says, I keep telling myself I'm going to buy the Comanche. Well, you know, here's the thing. One day, if you choose to do that, I think you'll be happy with that choice. I'm enjoying it. I really have had a good time with it. And I've been using the Aerostar. I think that's been pretty neat as well. Mike says, I think in real life the Kodiak is more cool than the Caravan, but Caravan is popular in real life apparently. Oh, okay. You know, I don't really know. I do like the Kodiak and I do like the Caravan. I've been thinking about getting one of those. I took out that other plane yesterday, the little, what was that? It was a free trial. That was a pretty fun thing. But I'd like to have a big Caravan. John says, you probably already know this, but 2 more clicks over will follow the magenta line in your autopilot. I actually don't know pretty much anything because I'm learning. So any tips, just like how Mike's been helping me, anything you got, you know, toss it on over, you know what I mean? Yellow light. Ah, so you're saying this to that? Ah, okay. And John, is that a guitar I see in the picture? Huh. So you push here? And would you go, is it LO or HI? One more? Like that? Ha ha, all right. Man. I tell you what, by the end of this, I don't know, month, year, season, I'm gonna know how to fly this plane, man. You know what I mean? He said, you know what I mean? I don't know why I said it like that. I don't usually talk like that, though. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, this guitar player is gonna learn how to fly this plane, too. Man. John says it's temperamental. Yeah, I've been married before. Mike Coffee says this autopilot is an old tech never seen this in real life. That's why I said, to me it feels like when you get in this plane, you know, you're taking out the classic car, you know. Sure, it's gonna start. John says it may tell you to go up or down with trim. You'll hear a beep. Oh yeah, I got the trim button set for in case that happens. We're cruising right along though. We got, it says an hour and 12 minutes to Tucson. We left out a Jacqueline Cochran. Is that how you say that? I mean, I am terrible at talking, great at listening. But, you know, we got that airport from FlightSim.to. It was pretty nice. And then we're flying down to another airport from FlightSim.to, the old Tucson International. I'm going to try to land at runway 4 is what I'm thinking. Mike says, well, I need to go and get some grub. Y'all take care. Hey, see you, Mike. I'm getting hungry, too. Speaking of that, wonder what I'm going to make to eat. What you guys munching on? You know, we got some leftovers, but I don't know. We do have on live time, live player. See you later, Mike. Have a good one. So anytime you see me flying, you're welcome to fly with. Bacon. That's a good choice. I like where your head's at. I like what you're thinking. Now, are we going to take that bacon and add like a cheeseburger? Are we going to add a ham and bacon? Are we gonna do a BLT? Or are we just gonna eat the bacon? Just cook up a pack and imagine trying to have one of those little fry daddies right here trying to cook up some bacon in your plane. Man, well, that'd be living, wouldn't it? You got one of those hot plates over here cooking up your bacon and eggs. You got your window down, you're smoking. Got you a couple beers. Man, them pilots were really flying back in the day, wouldn't they? Beezer says on PC? Yeah, I'm on the old PC. John says, nah, just bacon. I mean, I ain't. Just stack it. Can I get a bacon sandwich? Oh, so you like some buns? No buns, just the bacon. Stack it double, please. Yeah, don't forget smoking, right? Everything from the 420 to all of it, they were just, man, they were just living the life. Take you to the outside. Helen says, I'm sitting inside of Filiberto's. It's hot outside. Boy, carne asada fries does sound about right. Woo. John says the ashtray actually works in the plane. Smoke them if you got them. Man, carne asada fries would be good, but I ain't got no money. I did have money. I borrowed $20 from Christian because I was going to go to the store. And then my daughter texted me and said, hey, can you buy me this food? I'm hungry. So I had to buy her the food for $20, so now I can't go to the store. Man. Change my number. He said he changed his number. I'm just joking. Alright, gonna change my number. I am hungry though. Had some oatmeal earlier mixed with some honey. That wild clove honey or something we have here. Oh, that's some good stuff. I enjoyed that. See you later, John. We're gonna go take a nap. Man, look at how cloudy it is, or I guess not cloudy, but just I don't know if it's smog or what. Dust, maybe? I don't know. Hazy? Not sure which it is. It looks cool though. Easer OG says, what heading you flying? Oh. There you go. Also known as that way. He said also known as that way. can also get you. We're headed to KTUS. We're doing pretty good, making good time. The show's just about an hour out. Beezer said, just took off from Tucson. Nice. I'll keep my eyes out. Wait a minute. I keep my eyes out? I don't think that's right. That doesn't feel... I don't think that's right. I'll keep my eyes open. That feels more correct. He said keep his eyes out. Did you get you a pineapple drink there, Honey Bunny, there at Filiberto's? John Hacker says, oh yeah, one very important thing before flying. Sync your magnetic compass, your HSI together. Okay. Oh, that plane because it's older. Okay. I will do that the next time. I'll keep that in mind. So I'm like... not, you know what I mean? Like what you said. There's so much to learn with this plane. I love it. Making our way over to Tucson. I can just see the foam falling out of this because it's shaking. I could just see the particles. Oh man, that would be great. Yeah, I want to get the either Beyond ATC or maybe the Say Intentions. I really want to get practice with that, use that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You guys been flying over Australia, checking into that out yet? I went there, was yesterday or the day before, I forget now. And it's such a great view. Where's my water at? There it is. Beezer says, haven't flown there yet, mainly just fly around where I live, to be honest. I totally understand that. That's why I'm out here flying around the Arizona, California area. I live in Arizona, so it seems familiar to fly around this area, and there's so many places to fly. I wish I had more Arizona airports. I would like to have a Scottsdale airport. I think that'd be pretty cool. Beezer says, it's crazy because when I fly over my house, I can see my vehicles. I showed my mother-in-law. She thought it was the coolest thing ever. Oh, that's awesome. Man, it is so cool to just, like, fly in real time. And, like, right now, if I decided, okay, I didn't want to go to Tucson, I could just put in the coordinates and go somewhere else. And when I get there, I can get out of the plane and walk around. It's cool. I have so many role-playing ideas for this game. The other day, well, I say the other night, it's been months ago, but I was at LAX. I had on live players and then real-time air traffic. So all the planes were there, flying in and out. And I was just pretending I was the guy that worked on the planes at a little maintenance, you know? Just go up and check the plane, make sure they're good. With a flashlight. It was pretty fun. Just walking around in the game. So on these here, will this always flash? What does this mean? And I know I can clear it. Is there a way to set it to where it doesn't flash? Or is that just the way this particular part of the machine works? I don't know, not a pilot. I've been a guitar player my whole life and now I'm a YouTuber. Weird. But awesome, I guess. Take it to the outside. Let's go to the other side instead of the other side. There we go, that's the view. So another thing I do, every time I fly, the guy that I am in here, right? This dude, I change his outfit, or I try to for the most part. I don't know why, I feel like he should wear something different every day that I fly. Kind of adds a little bit more, I don't know, realism, if you will. Pretend you got a suitcase, a couple change of clothes. Caesar says, what altitude are you at? About 6,500. Yep, 6.5. And I think I'm on the West Coast servers, I think. Man, that's cool. It looks so real from up here. Oh, here's another thing I noticed. I was loading in at the airport by Coachella that we took off from, and here it's bright and sunshiny, and there it's also bright and sunshiny, and it looks very similar. And I was like, man, it looks so real. Looking good. Beezer said, just change to the West Coast server. I'll see if I cross pass. Oh, okay. I could turn on the old traffic map here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm on the old West Coast server because I live in the West. I think that's what I would have it on for me. I think. I don't think I changed it. And now I don't know if it's like 2020. I don't know or how it really works. But I also have on in the settings, I have the real-time air traffic off. I have live weather on, and I have that set to live players. I don't know if sometimes those all have to be the same. I'm not sure. Put more cloud cover out this way. "52 minutes out." Making good time, about 15 minutes out from Tucson. About a 5:50 arrival. He said 5:50 arrival. Floating right underneath the clouds here. Might run into a little weather. It could be raining out that way. I don't know. I haven't checked. I really don't know. We'll just kind of have to see where it goes. Awesome views. Super cool, man. Dig it. Flying a plane, headed to Tucson. I've been flying this plane with the tip tanks and stuff, and so I haven't been flying it without the tip tanks. It's probably going to be different to land than what I'm used to. We'll see. If we just get it down for a safe landing, that's the main thing. But we got plenty of time to think about it. We filled up with fuel before we left, so we were, heavy when we took off. So it's going to be a little bit lighter when we land. I've also kind of changed my sim rig around a little bit, so I've still got to get used to that. And I'm hoping to land at runway 4. That's where I'm wanting to get in at, because I think that's close to some GA small parking there. Beezer says, do you use a yoke and pedals? I do not have a set of pedals yet. I have a what is this? Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick, and then I have the, is it Sayatech or something like that? throttle control thing. They're like the cheapest things you can get, but they work. I like them. I mean, I would like better stuff if I had it, probably. I don't know. But I like this. It's because it was cheap. And it works. What about you? What you got? And then for the trucking stuff, I use a Logitech, what is it, G920? With pedals and a shifter. All that good stuff. This would be a pretty good shift if you were flying, say, you could leave out of Tucson, hit up Sedona, leave from Sedona over to the Jack McCollum where we're at, and back to Tucson, like if Tucson was your home base. Beezer says, I'm just using a controller for the time being, but I'd love to get a yoke set up eventually. I tell you what works for me is that Logitech 3D Pro Extreme. What happened there? What was that? Oh, Beezer has subscribed. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Beezer. Appreciate that. Shout out to Beezer for subscribing during a live. Right on. It's like I can hear something. I think it looks good. Check in, all the temps are good. We're cruising. Yeah, this cheap stuff I've got works fantastic. There should be either pictures or videos. If you go to the post section, scroll down through, eventually you'll find, I think, pictures of what I've got. Beezer comes in with the $20 super chat. Wow, man, thank you so much for that. That's awesome. $20. That's huge, man. Thank you so much, Beezer. I truly appreciate that. That was super cool of you. That really helps the old jet fuel fund, if you will. He said the jet fuel fund. Man, you guys are awesome. These are coming in with the orange. And I think my wife just went into work, so she didn't see that. That's just between me and you. that slid on by, man. Nice work, nice timing. He said, nice work, nice timing. Beezer says, I don't know if the 20 is going to cover the landing fee, but hey. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. We should come up. We should name something that. That's pretty cool. The landing fee. Right? How much would it be to land in Tucson, man? I bet that would be. That's gotta. I forget about that. You know what I want to do? Speaking of landing fees, and you bring up a good point, is I'd like to do a live stream, right? To where I literally calculate up everything. The cost of the fuel, my time, like if I was a pilot, the landing fees, is there takeoff fees? I don't know if that was a thing. Just all that stuff, and just to see, maybe take a Vision Jet, or where you could take a couple passengers, and just see what it would really cost, what it would take to do a flight, and just have it all. You know, maybe it's too much, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Look up the landing fees at these places, you know. I could even put up on the screen, like have like a made up receipt, you know, with the information typed in, like at the end of the stream, like, hey, this is the fuel, this is what it costs, this is the rental of the plane, the charter, this is what they paid, this is our profit, this is what we lost. Boom. You know. I also experimented with AI. I asked AI the other day, make me a route leaving out of Pegasus Airpark, flying around, you know, pretending to pick up passengers, and give them names and what they do and why I might pick them up. It was pretty cool. I thought about trying to incorporate some of that too. Just as if I was like my own charter service. Once again, thanks for that awesome super chat, man. That was super cool. Shows us 38 minutes out. He said, I don't know why I said it like that. Because with this plane, I mean, I filled it up, and by the time we get there, I'm going to use, you know, half a tank per side. I mean, that's got to call something. And I'm sure we had to put oil in it, you know. Beezer says, I've done that too, but my framing was, pretend I'm having to plan my cross-country flight to get my PPL. Plan me a 3-leg trip covering a total 150 nautical miles. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might incorporate that too, because what I want to do as well, I said that like, what I want to do. I didn't mean it like that. But what I'm saying is I would like to pick a nice airport. Could have a grass field, probably a grass field for this plane would be fun. But just practice actual procedures, you know, your takeoffs, you're circling the airport, you know, talking to the ATC, things like that. Just really, because I really want to do that. but I'd much rather do that during a live stream versus on my own. But I want to wait till I get the ATC to say intentions, which I might apply a part of that landing fee to that when YouTube sends out the pay for that. So yeah, I'd like to do. I think that would be fun. Just a day of practicing, you know. Spend a few hours just really the takeoffs, landings, you know, making sure you're nailing the takeoff lights. Jesus. But you know, the fuel pumps, landing lights, you know, nav lights, all that stuff. You know, you're watching your RPMs. I mean, you're just really getting after it, you know? I think that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, another thing. Oh, here's a tip. I'm new to lifting weights. I'm about 6 months in of really learning, and then about 3 months into really working on lifting weights. A tip that I learned today is when you're changing weights and you're putting away your weights after you're done or getting ready to start, in my case, when you go to stand back up from putting your weights away nice and neat, because you like everything to be nice and clean and neat, make sure you don't hit your head on the weight bar bench. That hurts. It will make you awake, mad, and just want to go sit down very quickly. It was not a pleasant experience. And not only did that happen, right before that happened, when I was putting away the weights, I sort of almost smashed my finger in between a couple of them. So this is the way it went. I smashed my finger. After that, I then hit my head. After that, I then pinched my other hand in between some other weights, but I got through the workout. But man, it was I got beat up, and I did it to myself. I'm an idiot or something today. I don't know what it was. I just could not get it together. Beezer says, I want to do the same depending on the plane. Flight sim can help you keep fresh on flight training. That's what I hear. If you're a real pilot and stuff, you know, it really helps you stay up on procedures, especially, I guess, if you have your system mocked up. Your system? That's not right. Your sim rig mocked up to sort of mimic what you would, where your hands would go in the real plane too. I also want to have, you know, like the boats, not the boats, the planes with the pontoons on them. I want to fly those, and I want to have a nice scenery to where I can fly up to the dock. Not fly up to the dock, float up to the dock, and or go off of the runway, like into the water and back up, and then have maybe that fishing simulator thing for the flight simulator. Fly out, do some fishing, come back. I mean, just a chill day. I could do that for hours. Truly could. Now I'm over here talking. Let's see what we got. 30 minutes. Oh man, still got a good amount of time. But when we get to Tucson, I'm gonna sort of do a little bit of the same thing I did when I left the Jacqueline Cochran Airport. I'm gonna taxi around a little bit, kind of take a look at it, because it is a downloaded airport. So for those that don't have it, or new to Flight Sim, or maybe new to downloading airports, they can check it out. We can all see it together. I don't know what's going to happen when we get there. I really enjoy like the GA flying. I like the Vision jet. I'd like to have a little bit bigger jet where I can make the California to Hawaii hops safely. Although I don't know what I would like to get for that. I am going to attempt to fly the CJ4 from Hawaii to California. See if I can get the winds to push us. Well, it's been a nice day for flying. And later, if I'm able to get back on and I do another live stream, will be on American Truck Simulator. I got us an extended frame KW day cab. Oh man, nice looking rig. I think we're gonna haul some fuel, like some diesel or something. I don't know yet. I need a good tow truck mod for that game. I enjoy the tow trucking in that game. It's pretty fun. If you can get a good mod for it. Getting a little more turbulence as we get closer into Tucson. It's pretty cool. Seems to check out with the recent weather. Beezer says, nice. I haven't played ATS in a while. I got really into Euro Truck Sim for a while. Oh, in Euro Truck Sim, they added the Volvo, like, what is that? Test driving area, like where they test the trucks and all that stuff. If you have the Scandinavian DLC, I think you got to have that. But I plan on checking that out as well. Maybe tomorrow. I was looking a little bit at it today. I couldn't really decide what truck I wanted. I'm excited for the Coaches DLC to come out and the Cars and Trucks. Because there's this one, I do this role-playing thing as Officer James Notreal as a police officer in American Truck Simulator, and that is a lot of fun. And probably around the Tucson airport, I'm thinking instead of just landing, I may even do a quick fly around the airport, kind of getting, like if we were going to take some pictures of it, like if we were you know, airplane photographer. Kind of see what it looks like, since it is a downloaded airport. That might be kind of a fun idea. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get closer. Once again, shout out to Visa for $20 super chat. That's fantastic, man. Let's see, we are 65 nautical miles out, about 25 minutes. Looking good. Let's go to the outside view. The old plane's doing good. One cool thing about this plane is if you you land and you don't have the landing gear down, the propellers breaks off. Ask me how I know. It's pretty fun learning now. And I do have failures turned on just at normal rates, so I mean anything can happen, and I don't have the ability other than to hopefully find somewhere safe to land. "23 minutes out. Looking good, looking good." But flight sims and trucking sims, it's just so fun to be able to escape and pretend to be a pilot or a trucker and have a good time. I can't afford the cost of a real plane, but man, this gets pretty close for me. I'm happy. Man, that looks so good. Take about a half tank of fuel to run over here. I guess that would cost quite a bit. Making good time. Should have us on the ground about 5:50, I believe, or maybe a little sooner. No, about 5:45 local Arizona time. Take a look at where I'm going here. Beezer says, good news is if you refuel at FBO, they typically waive the landing fee. Oh, well, look at there. Either way, they're gonna get us, man. They're gonna get us either way. He said they're gonna get us either way. The fun part of landing is about to come up soon. It's very unique how I don't know if other people do this or not, but I sort of like, if I'm sitting at the airport and I go through the whole process of starting up the plane and really putting myself in the simulator, like really pretending I'm there. When it's time to take off, it's very exciting. It's like it's almost even thrilling sometimes, because you never know what can happen. And then you get up to cruise, and then you just sit back, you chill for a while, as long as you have a good flight, you know, nothing crazy happens. And then all of a sudden, you like up here, it feels like you're moving so slow, and then you're right, you start going down in altitude. You see the airport, everything's looking good, and then all of a sudden the airports are it's faster and faster, and it's just like, wow. And then when you land, you could mess up the landing. It's so much, it's so fun. And because I'm not checking all the winds before I land, I'm not doing all the things that a pilot would do, I'm often surprised by crazy turbulence or something weird. Or maybe when I'm taking off in the Vision Jet, it'll say traffic, and you gotta, divert and get out of the way. It's pretty fun. Looking good, about 45 miles out, puts us about 17 minutes out. Been a smooth ride so far. From California back over to Arizona. Weather's looking good. Made good time. No failures yet, nothing crazy's happened. Engine hasn't cut off. Everything's working. If we get a good landing, man, that's a successful day. And I love the GA flying too. And I'm fans of like Captain Canada, V1 simulation when it comes to the flying stuff. All those type of cats. And then the trucking stuff is where it's kind of what my channel does most of the time. The flying is the passion that I'm also doing on the channel, because I like to do both. And it'd be so great one day if we had a game, or if these were able to combine to where you could literally drive to the airport in the truck, and someone else could fly in and pick up the stuff you drove to the airport. I mean, just crazy a simulation. I think that would be a lot of fun. My plan is to, once I land, roll through the airport, check it out a little bit, and then when I end the stream, I'm probably gonna hopefully plan to have some dinner, something to eat, check on the dogs, and then everything works out, probably maybe get on the trucking for a little bit tonight as well. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully we have another safe landing in Tucson. Tracy Miller says, can you please play the garbage truck games again? Oh, and the American Truck Simulator where I was pretending to be a garbage truck guy? That was a fun time. I'll have to check and see if that drivable AI mod I used is still working for that. I enjoy that type of the roleplay stuff. It's pretty fun. Appreciate the comment. Let's see. 12 minutes out. Man. Just be there in no time. I want to do a hot air balloon flight, but every time I've checked on the hot air balloons, they won't stay still. They keep like floating off and being weird sometimes. Sounds like the dog's gonna bark because I think we might have a Amazon delivery here soon. Yep, we got a delivery. right, Chad, I'm back. The Amazon driver, the bag had actually came open, so he had to tell me about it. So that took a second. All right, where we at? 24 miles out. Okay, we here. We just about here. Kind of get an eye on things, yeah. Looking good. Should have you down in Tucson soon. Oh, we had them on already. Light it up. Get the fuel pump. Wait a minute. Or is that... No, that's on. Okay, that's right. There we go. Piper Comanche inbound. Pretty fun flight. Took just to count all the talking I did at the front before we took off. It's less than 2 hour flight, about an hour 45 over. In the Piper here, so that was pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and flip the autopilot off. That'll be our plane. Just gonna float it on down. Good. Ooh. Well, we about lost the plane on that dip, man. Almost didn't recover it. That was a rough one. Man, look at the views headed in. Just trimmed, looking good. Don't forget the landing gear as we get closer. Piper Comanche making his way into Tucson. Mia says, yeah, it looks like we are on different servers. I'm probably a couple ahead of you, but I don't see you anywhere. Oh, man. I don't know why. What I'll do is after I get done with this stream, I'll double check which one it is, and I'll post on my post section here on the YouTube. And if I forget to post it, I'll at least know it for sure the next time. Alright, looks like we got the airport in sight. Let's go do a flyover. We'll stay on the outskirts of it. Let's see what this downloaded airport looks like from flightsim.to. Okay, looking good. We'll do a little flyover, get an idea of what the airport looks like. From the air, at least. We'll bring our speed back, just kind of cruise. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome over to Tucson International Airport. Make a little bit lower pass as we head around for runway 4 is what we're going to be looking for when we get ready to land. Alright, continue straight over the runway here. Continue our turn. Continue our flyover. Looking good, looking good. Continue our turn. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Alright, let me get to the inside. Where's my speed? Looking good. Landing gear coming down. Good. Landing gear is down. Now we turn and burn into Tucson. Get a set of them flaps. Watch power lines. Easy. Plenty of runway, full flaps, coming at you. Float it on down, easy. Let it float. Oh, what a bounce. Hold it. Man, that was a rough one. Ooh, easy. On the brakes. We're down. Looking good. Yeah, buddy. Alright, flaps coming up. Let's get parked up over here at Cessna. Boy, that hurt my back. We here though. We are here. So exit the runway right here. Easy. Looking good. Beezer says, right on, good stuff. Gonna head out, but I look forward to catching another stream. Hey, appreciate it, Beezer. Thanks for that awesome super chat. That means the world, man. That was awesome. We're going to get over here and get parked up in Tucson. Let's get you to the outside. Have a good evening there, Beezer. If you see us later trucking, feel free to stop in and say hi. Can I pull in the hangar over here? I'm going to see if we can pull in this hangar. Man, that was a rough bounce. Well, if this hangar let us pull in, that'd be sweet. Either way, welcome down to Tucson. We'll see if I can pull in here. Looks like we can. I don't know. You never know. If we can pull in here, we're pretending we're going to get that suspension looked at. Oh boy. Welcome home to the hangar, fellas. Got the American flag hanging. Welcome to Tucson. I can't see. I was outside the building. We zoom out this way. Heck yeah. Turn this bird around. Oh, throttle stuck on it. Woo! Good Lord. Kill it. We about died. We almost hit that jet there. Whew, throttle stuck open on her. Man. Well, you can pull in the hangar. Isn't that something? Just discovered something I like. Alright, rock stars, we will see you on the next one. Thank you for the awesome super chat. That was fantastic. Thank you for checking out a little bit of this flightsim.to. Oh, airport we got off the old flightsim.to, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm new at this. But we're here. We made it. We almost died twice. But almost is better than. That being said, I'll see you rock stars later.